So let's talk about assignment 0. The point of assignment 0 is to force you to set up your machine, set up your repo, and get you familiar with how we are going to submit the assignments and the tools we are going to use. It's not so much a programming assignment. I'm assuming you did machine setup. That means you installed the JDK, you installed, forget about Eclipse, I'll delete this. IntelliJ, that's what I'm gonna be supporting for this version of the class. If you want to use something else, that's perfectly okay, but this is what I'm gonna be supporting. And you install a Git client on the Mac. If you open the terminal, you type Git. If it's not installed, it will tell you what to do to install it. Same on Linux. And on Windows, I strongly recommend you install GitLab. And, not GitLab, Git Bash. And that actually is not only a Git client, but also a Bash, a shell that makes Windows almost usable. And so that is what I'm assuming that you have. It's going to look slightly different because I have a Mac, so my terminal looks different. And let me delete this stuff. Okay. I'm assuming you did all this stuff. I am also assuming that you did the repo setup. And let me do this, right? I am assuming that you sent me your stuff and that I gave you your folder on GitLab. So you can do cd /documents. You can type, cd is for changing a folder. You can cut and paste. On the Mac, it is Command-C, Command-D. On Windows, you use Control-C if you're copying from a browser. And you use, on Git Bash, you'd use Shift-Insert to paste and Control-Insert if you need to copy from Git Bash. So we are changing to a folder. I'm gonna do mkdir projects. I actually have already a project folder, so it tells me file exists. It's a good idea to be reading what you did, but in my case, this is good. Then cd projects, and when you are typing commands, you can use the tab to autocomplete. So I didn't type PROJ, I type PRO and then tab, and that autocompletes for me. So I type less, get Carpal Tunnel a few years later, but also I don't make mistakes, because if I make a mistake, I realize it immediately, and it's harder to make a mistake in 2 letters than in 10. So you will clone your repo. You do git clone, and then you would type the stuff that I tell you about your repo. And then CS5000, I'm gonna use a different string because I am special. Git clone, and then let me go find it here. This one. This, and then CS5000. And it works! Woohoo! So now we have a CS5000 folder that contains all of that stuff. I'm gonna do cd CS5000. Actually, just to let you know, right, this is no magic. If you go to your home folder, to your documents folder, and you can do the same on Windows, you will see there is now a folder called projects, and inside there's a folder called CS5000 that has a bunch of stuff. And your stuff may be different because I think I need to clean stuff from there. But this is what you see. So there is no magic, it's all files on your hard drive. So now you can do cd A0 and then /gradlu test, and each assignment's in its own folder, so you'll be doing cd A0, A1, A2, And gradlu test will run a bunch of unit tests and will tell you whether you are doing good or bad. Now, we get a bunch of things. I am using Cucumber for creating the tests, and Cucumber has scenarios. This tells you there was one feature called add, and it failed. And it has a bunch of scenarios, and I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna go edit my file, because there should be two features, add and subtract. You will get the right version. But it tells you exactly what failed. Add 1, 2 should return 3, and it didn't, right? All over. You can also get more detailed stuff here. I also print this, which is a URL where you can go and see a more detailed thing. More detailed write-up of what happened, what failed, and so on. Isn't this cool? Let me just stop right here. I'll go change it, make it right, and then record something else. Where are you?